Welcome back to the Deep Dive. You hand us the source material, and we give you the strategic insights. Today, we're peering inside the architecture of the Aurora Multimedia RXC-3-G2 ReAX control processor. We're really framing this as a look at, well, the brain of system automation.
Yeah, and before we even jump into the specs, we have to talk about the strategy here. This is a standalone control system, but it's TAA compliant, and it's made in the USA.
Which is a big deal.
It's a huge deal. For large integrators, that's not just a nice to have. It means you're looking at guaranteed supply chain stability, you're avoiding international tariffs, and at a price of what? Just under $1,200? It's a very budget-friendly option that doesn't feel like a compromise.
Okay, so let's unpack that capability.
Yeah.
The real brain here is the ReAX operating system. So what's the strategic advantage of its foundation? It is Linux-based, right?
Yeah, that's it. And that's really the critical takeaway. It's all about architectural freedom. ReAX was engineered from the ground up, on that Linux core. So you benefit from just inherent stability, a much more robust security posture, non-proprietary standards.
So you're not locked into one ecosystem.
Exactly. You're not just buying a controller to do some simple switching. You're building resilient, fail-proof systems that need a lot less middleware. This is where you get true automation.
Given that powerful core, then, how does that translate to the actual user experience? I mean, are we talking about proprietary apps, or is the interface more open?
Oh, it's the latter. Definitely the latter. The entire system is built around web standards.
Okay.
You design your custom GUIs with the free ReAX Core Studio software, and then those interfaces just live on a built-in web server.
So anything with a browser can control it.
Literally anything. A PC, a dedicated touch panel like Aurora's own RXT series, or even just your smartphone.
So we have the software flexibility.
Mm-hmm.
But that has to translate to the hardware side, too. How does this little box manage all the power and connectivity it needs to be that distributed intelligence?
Well, that's the brilliance of its physical design. It has a full complement of ports, which lets it pivot depending on the job. It can be the main standalone brain, or an expansion controller, or, a hybrid of both.
So you can put the ports where the gear is.
Precisely. It enables a distributed control network, which saves an enormous amount of time and money on long cable, runs back to a central closet.
And here's where it gets really efficient with the power and control options. You can power the unit itself via a standard 48-volt power supply, or, and this is critical, power over Ethernet, PoE.
Right. Just through LAN port 1, simple.
Super simple.
And for control, you get this sort of triple redundancy for legacy gear. 3 dedicated RS-232 ports, plus it has dual LAN ports, 2 USB ports, and a couple of IOs for digital input and output.
And what about relays for physical switching?
Right. You get 2 SPDT relays. These are the essential little digital switches that the controller uses to, physically turn on a motorized screen or power cycle a device.
And there's one more detail for installers that's a huge time saver. It has an IR receiver with an internal IR learner baked right in.
Yes, that's a great feature.
It really is, because it means you skip that old, clunky process of needing extra hardware just to capture infrared remote codes. It's just there.
So if we pull this all together, what does it all mean for you if you're the one managing a complex AV environment? The RXC-3G2 offers robust automation tools, integrated facility management, and it's all built on a standardized, flexible Linux platform. It's made for adaptability.
Exactly. So if your goal is that seamless system-wide automation and distributed control across, say, a large campus, here's a final provocative thought for you to consider. Beyond just the technical specifications we've talked about, how much does the reliability that's inherent in a tariff-free, made-in-the-USA product influence your final choice when you're weighing bids for a massive AV integration project?